morning, good morning. Welcome to Unity on the Bay. I'm going to borrow your line, your positive path for spiritual living. Yes? It is great to be with you. Thank you for making it through the rain. We know that in South Florida, because it rained 2 hours ago, it just changed everything. But at the first service, we recognized that we're just going to have quite a bit more people that were watching from home. So Shante invited us to make sure we bring the energy in this room so that they can all feel it out there. Yes? So you ready to bring it? Say it, I'm going to bring it. And then go, Spirit, it's been brought. Okay, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I'm just flowing with it. And it is a great thing, and maybe it's a good thing I haven't introduced myself then, and just like, no. My name is Juan. I'm the senior minister of this amazing spiritual community where we do get to come and lean on each other, be with each other, be in joy, be in grace, and really remind ourselves of the power of God that is within us, and also just sometimes how God has a little sense of humor, because I'm going to be talking to you about not fixing things, and guess what? No projections today. But what I loved about it is, and that is a part of the blessing and the power, I don't know if you all danced the way you did at that opening song every single week, and I'm just so focused on reading the words on the screen, but kudos for all the great dancing from our music ministry at the beginning. All right, well, we are going to get going with the rest of our service. We have a really beautiful service as we kick off our support of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is the month of May. And you're going to hear today about some of the ways in which we do that and that we are continuing to do that. And so I just want you all to know that you are part of the great healing and the great awakening that is taking place. And I'm just so grateful that we can be a part of it together. If you've been around, you know that we like our alliteration and we like our P's when describing Unity on the Bay. I won't make this a test to see how many of you remember them since they're not on the screen, but I will ask you to say them after me. Because Unity on the Bay, we are positive, practical, and progressive. Say that with me. Positive, practical, progressive. And because of that, we are powerful. I heard it in the back. Awesome. And prayerful. All right. With all those P's, now I invite you to just stand and greet each other and just let everybody know that you're so glad that they're here to experience unity with you. If you're watching from home, online, just know we're grateful that you're with us also, and let us know where you're watching from. I don't know if that bell actually sounds louder than the bell that I was trying out. Let's hear a very grounding bell. He got nervous. We're going to work with that today. Yeah, there is no fixing today, remember? We are just present. So I invite you to just be present to that presence of God, the presence of wisdom, that wisdom that is within you, that wisdom that I believe brought you to Unity on the Bay and to being a part of this Sunday experience. That inner guidance that continues to move through and as each of us, inviting us into spaces of love, spaces of grace, spaces of recognizing that we are already blessed and that we are continually building even greater blessings for ourselves, for each other, for all of humanity, as we remember the truth that we are one with and in God, that the very power and essence of God lives and is active within our lives, that the Christ essence that we are continues to be expressed and continues to be embodied by each of us. And through this awareness, through this embodiment, through this practice of coming together and remembering these truths, we are creating miracles. We are moving towards a world that works for all, and we are, in fact, having experiences of the divine. And so for those experiences, for the ways in which we get to lean on each other, for the blessing that it is to be a part of this spiritual community, for the blessing of these spiritual principles, for the blessing of knowing that we are never alone, that God is always with us, and that we each are expressions of God's love and light, let us give thanks. For we know that in gratitude, these blessings grow. In gratitude, we are anchored in faith, and in gratitude, we get to experience life anew. And so we say, thank you, God. Say that with me. Thank you, God. Say it again. Thank you, God. And one more time. Thank you, God. So it is as we let it be. And the people say, amen. And with that, we are going to invite our lovely and beautiful and powerful platform host, Shantae, to come up here. And I don't know if you know this, but Shantae just celebrated a birthday this week. Love you.
Good morning, Unity on the Bay. Let's hear that again. Good morning, Unity on the Bay. There we go. I feel that we're awake, we are alive. I know we're alive and we are present. And if you're grateful, turn to the person next to you and say, I'm so grateful to be here today. Amen. We have so much to be grateful for. My name, again, is Shantae Haymore-Kearney. I am so blessed to be one of your platform hostess. And here at Unity on the Bay, we're your positive path for spiritual living. And before I get started with sharing some of the announcements and opportunities that we have here at our spiritual community, I would like to acknowledge and welcome anyone who's here in the room or streaming at home who is here new for their first or second time, or perhaps you feel like you're new because this is your first time being here in a while. Would you please raise your hand so we can see you, acknowledge you, so we can bless you and thank you for being here? Just know that we see some other folks in the back. Yes, I see you. Thank you so much. And you at home, maybe you've clicked the link for the first time. We see you. Just know that there are no accidents. You are here by divine appointment, and our service this morning would not be the same without you. So you matter, you're important, we love you, and we also have an opportunity to connect with you deeper. We have connection cards available on the chairs next to you, and if you're joining us online, then you can follow the prompts in the chat. Definitely fill that out. Take it to the welcome table at the end of service so you can learn about us, and we can provide you with a little offering and for you and get you more involved in our community. It's really, really special place, and we're happy to have you. All right, so are we ready to hear some announcements? Yes? Okay, so before I share, just know that these aren't just announcements and just words that I'm sharing. These are actually opportunities. These are real life opportunities for you to get more involved in your spiritual community. So for whatever questions you have brewing on the inside of you, like how can I learn more about myself, my spirituality, how can I give back? Each of these opportunities is is one way that you can deepen your practice and your footprint here at Unity on the Bay. So take out your calendar, your phone, make some mental notes, and share these activities with other people, because we're going to be starting off in the month of May, acknowledging that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Can we give our church a round of applause for acknowledging Mental Health Awareness Month? Together as a community, we are going to be taking steps towards mental wellness for ourselves and for the community. And when I say taking steps, I do mean literally taking steps, getting our steps in, because for the third year, Unity is the sponsor for the 5K walk that is held by NAMI. NAMI, the Miami-Dade chapter. And NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So this is our third year supporting this initiative. We are very proud and excited. We have a walking team that is being formed, and right now we have 14 people, but I know that there's some folks out there who want to get some 5K steps in with their spiritual community on behalf of mental wellness. And if that is you, then we invite you to join us on Saturday, May 16th at the Lone Depot Park, aka the Marlin Stadium. You can RSVP to let us know that you're coming, and together we will walk for mental health awareness. If you have any questions about the event or other details, please feel free to see Michelle Cuertas. That's my girl. She's in the back. She's waving her hands. Everyone say, hey, Michelle. That's awesome. She is part of our staff, and she is this year's team captain, and she will provide more information to you. She'll be at the back by the welcome table after service, and of course, you can find this information on our website at unityonthebay.org. Yes? All right. And next Sunday is Mother's Day. That's May 10th, and we all have in common the fact that we are blessed to have a mother. That's why and how we are here. And on next Sunday, we are going to be welcoming a special guest, Maria Felipe, who is the best-selling author of Living Your Happy. She's going to be providing the Sunday message entitled, It Was Never About Your Mother. But who are we going to blame now, But honestly, good or bad, it is never about anything outside of you. Sometimes we just need that reminder for ourselves. The message in the workshop will help you discover how to let go of victimization and control. Does anyone need to let go of those two things? No one wants to raise their hand. That's okay. How to shift your perspective and how to return to a deeper sense of trust and guidance in life. The workshop is from 1:15, starts at 1:15 after service, and it goes till 3 p.m. And there is an early bird special. You can save $27. It ends tonight, so enroll by tonight and save your money because we need it. And bring a friend, share the word, come out and support. You don't want to miss Maria Felipe while she is here visiting us in Miami. Yes? All right. And one last announcement. This is a special administrative update for our staff offices here at Unity on the Bay. Our staff offices, which were on 28th Street and Biscayne Boulevard, have transitioned to being fully virtual. And this is in preparation for our move to Miami Gardens this fall. This is temporary. The offices are still open. However, they are fully virtual, which means don't go to the office expecting to run into Reverend Juan or just drop by for a quick visit. They're not there. They are fully virtual for right now. Sunday services, however, will continue right here at Temple Israel, along with select activities and also in various locations. So you want to stay tuned by checking our online calendar, our Unity on the Bay app for upcoming updates, locations, and times so that the event that you sign up for you know where, when, and how to participate. I highly recommend being on our email list to stay up to date. You can text the word email to the phone number 305-573-9191, and we'll send you the link to stay updated so you know where to show up and when to be there. All right? So for right now, again, our offices are fully virtual, temporarily until we move to the Miami Gardens. Yes? Okie dokie. And now we're going to turn it over to Dale to move us along with the remainder of service. It's a good one, so stay close. Yeah.
There we go. Hi. Thank you again, Shantae. Isn't she amazing? Let's hear it for Shantae. She has that birthday glow up, 24/7, 365, of course. And I call her the queen of the empowering yes. Yes? Okay. All right, this song that we're about to do for you, I chose and asked our guest to do because it really ties in beautifully with the Mental Health Awareness Month theme. You know, sometimes we feel like we can't really be there for ourselves. We might be in a low spot, down, going through something, as we often are. But we can always reach out to a friend, reach out to our community, and count on them. And then hopefully they can count on us in turn. And with that in mind, let's welcome home to the one and only Karina Iglesias.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need you, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. Oh yeah. Ooh. I'm supposed to do. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on
Thank you, Karina, and our music ministry. So, in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, we also just wanted to take a moment and share with you that we are here for you, and that we hope and we trust that you can lean on us if you are moving through a challenge. And there's many different ways in which we as a spiritual community are here to support you through whatever it is that you are moving through, walk hand in hand with you as sacred companions. And so I'm joined here by Carmel Colson, who is part of our congregational care ministry. And so many of you may know, right, like our prayer chaplains are with you here on Sundays to pray with you. You can always join us for prayer and reach out for prayer. Our prayer chaplains also, some of them go and visit people in the hospital. So they have that kind of support available to any of us here. And then we have our congregational care ministry. And that is led by Claudia Forero, who couldn't be here today, but we send her a lot of gratitude for her work. She is a transformational coach. And so under her leadership, congregational care includes a monthly coaching moment video that goes out on social media and our website every month with just tools and practices that can really support you in moving through the journey. We also have a program of spiritual guidance and coaching, where if you need one-on-one support, you can reach out to us, you can go to our website and schedule yourself to meet with Reverend Noel, Reverend Sandra Tagle, myself, Claudia Forero, and just have that one-on-one presence to support you and to just invite you to discover where God is within any situation that you are moving through. And then I'm really grateful and excited to share with you that, during March for Women's History Month, there was a really wonderful women's brunch that many of you participated in. And we recognized the need for additional spaces for the women in our ministry, in our community. And so on Sunday, May 31st, so the last Sunday of the month, we are going to be kicking off a women's support circle. Taking place monthly, and that'll be a space where you can come and share with each other, be supported, receive some facilitation, and just connect. And so you'll be hearing more about that as this month goes along. And something that is a little new to our ministry is what Carmel is going to share with you about.
Thank you, Reverend Juan. So I'm here to share with you about something that is slightly new to you in the Bay, but has been an ancient wisdom practice. And it is called spiritual direction, or as I like to call it, and you may hear it referred to, spiritual companionship, spiritual witnessing, soul care, spiritual hospitality. And that's the way that I indulge in spiritual direction. So what is spiritual direction? It differs a bit from spiritual counseling or coaching in the sense that I am there to facilitate you finding your own answers. The direction in spiritual direction is spirit directing the entire process. So while you are listening in an environment that I create to be the way that spirit can be most available to be heard by you, I am also listening for what spirit has to say to me, to say to you in that session, and we are grounding together in spirit. And so another way that it differs is we focus on the spiritual, and it is designed to be a relationship. So for instance, it's very biblical, like David and Jonathan. Their relationship was very close. They were soul companions, but it was based on their deep love and desire to obey God. Ruth and Naomi, they were joined together in a time of grief, but they were true soul companions. And Naomi helped Ruth to listen to the voice of God and surrender. And so those are just two of the many examples in the Bible that show the foundation for this spiritual discipline of spiritual direction. It is a space where you can feel free to be your most authentic and vulnerable. You can explore things that are challenging for you, things that you are rejoicing about. Paul says in the Bible, grieve with those who grieve, rejoice with those who rejoice, and I would add explore with those who explore. And we do all of those things in spiritual direction. The session goes where you take it, and your spirit takes it, and where God takes us. I lovingly invite you to try it. And it's designed to be a relationship that goes for months. So it's a little different from a one session, I'm just here to work out an issue or a problem. It is a loving relationship that develops to explore the spiritual.
And before that, I just also want to mention, Carmel is a Unity certified spiritual director. So she went through a spiritual directions program in Unity, and we're just really blessed that you're bringing that forward in our community, Carmel. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity. And so I love this daily word today because I'm in a season where my life is just full of joy. I'm exploding with joy. And today's daily word is life. With joy, I dance in the fountain of life. Can we say that affirmation together? With joy, I dance in the fountain of life. Observing children playing in a fountain, I hear them laughing as they dart through the sprays of water, surprised by sudden geysers. Sunlight turns the wafting mist into prisms of beautiful color. A reminder that that same joy and light dance in me, dance in us. Life can feel like that fountain. Fun, but sometimes catching me by surprise. If I resist, I grow weary. But when I move with its rhythm, dodging, laughing, dancing, allowing, surrendering, I feel the pulse of divine life. Even in challenging circumstances, I can regard the spray as refreshment, the soaking as grace. Each of these baptisms becomes an invitation to cleansing, renewal, and awakening, a chance to grow in spirit. As I join life's dance, I am lifted. Creativity awakens, joy abounds, and I feel fully alive. Today's daily word is inspired by Psalm 36, verse 9. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light, we see light.
Now, please take a moment to make sure that you've silenced your cell phones if you haven't done so already. And then please join us in singing this song as we prepare for time of meditation, which will be led by Carmen Navedo.
James tells us, come near to God, and he will come near to you.
And I remind us that God is closer to us than our own noses. For in God you live, you move, and you have your being. And I invite you to breathe out and release, let go of what no longer serves you. As you scan your body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, at your own leisure, releasing, relaxing, sending oxygen to any area that may feel tired or tight. Aware that is the energy of God that breathes you, that it is the energy of God that you breathe, as whole, as complete, as a brand new baby, relaxing, grateful for our body, aware for the space and volume our body occupies, aware of the space around our head, around our arms, around our legs, around our torso. Grateful for the amazing, miraculous beings that we all are. Grateful that our faith enriches each other's faith. Grateful for the blessing of community, expanding our awareness to include the whole planet Earth and the space around planet Earth and the space of the universe beyond. Aware of our greatness and each other's greatness, even when we sometimes forget. And I invite you to take a moment to go into your sacred space of the heart, entering through the back of your heart. That's your own personal space. And when you are there, going through into the tiny space of the heart, that's the place of oneness, of wholeness, of creativity. And from this place, as we go into the silence, I invite you to ask, what unexpected miracles could happen for you today? What unexpected miracles could happen for me today? and giving thanks for the oneness with the creativity, we step back into the sacred space of the heart, and we step back fully into our bodies. As we remember, we are beautiful, we are powerful, creative, engaging. What if you are a miracle on this planet right now as you are? You are a miracle right now as you are.
Thank you, Carmen. This next song that Karina is going to sing for you is one I wanted to acknowledge that Juan asked me, requested of me and of us, a couple years ago. And it just, the timing of it was very important. So that time is now.
Only 2 years.
What's on your mind? What's in your heart? What do you do when life retreats and leaves you in the dark? I want you to know, wherever you go, that this cause isn't lost. We don't have to feel alone. The irony of loneliness is we feel it at the same time. What's on your mind? What's in your heart? What do you do when life hits you really hard? I want you to know, wherever you go, we will always be part of the same great unknown. The irony of loneliness is we feel it at the same time. What's on your mind? What's in your heart? Where do you go knowing someday we'll depart? The comedy of tragedy is it makes you feel alive. Feel it at the same time. I feel it too. I feel it too. Feel for you. I feel it too.
It was meant for you to be the one to sing that, Karina. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have the same reaction as when I first heard that song, and I think it was like a year ago. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt there, Dale. I just started bawling, because it really touched me in recognizing that I don't have to know it all. I don't have to fix it all. That there's beauty in just recognizing that we're all just walking this path together. And there is beauty in our experiences that are shared experiences. And I don't mean that as in we had the same experience, but how many of us have felt lonely? How many of us have felt angry? How many of us have felt lost, depressed, joyful, grateful, right? And just being aware that we've all experienced such things equips us to be together in this journey. It actually equips us to walk this path together. And this idea that when we're in the middle of a spell of feeling lonely, we can even connect to the fact that just to say, and I'm not the only one. Or when I'm angry, and I'm not the only one. And there's safe spaces for me. It's just such a beautiful song for me, and just such a beautiful reminder of what it means to walk the path together, right? Because so many times we think that the path has to be, oh my God, I almost said honky-dory, but I'll say it. Honky-dory and wonderful and just like all smiles. And that's not the reality of things. There's a possibility there, there's a potential there, and it hasn't been my experience that I've fully lived into that moment by moment. And so the opportunity to recognize that even those things that have made me feel like I'm a little lost, I don't know where to go, are part of the guidance that I am moving through, to me it's just very powerful and it's very liberating. I feel very liberated by that. Now, we've been honoring Mental Health Awareness Month for a couple of years, and usually I've shared with you just about how we can strengthen ourselves, right, through whatever challenges we may be going through. Today, I really felt guided to share with you more about what it means to be a companion to somebody that may be going through a difficult time, because it takes a certain level of strength to be able to do it. It takes a certain level of spiritual and emotional maturity to be able to do it. And it's something that I believe all of us have either experienced or will experience, to be that individual that somebody can lean on when they are going through difficult times. And so how do we best do that? And how do I know I'm still working towards strengthening myself in that? And, it's interesting because so much of what I have grown up with is, how do I fix this, right? Like, how do I fix this? How do I make this better? Whether it was for myself or with those around me. How many of you have loved somebody so much and you thought they were so amazing that you wanted to fix them? Isn't that so funny? It's like, I love you so much. You are so amazing. So you got to change this, right? And I'm going to help you change it. And I'm going to tell you everything that you need to change. And so maybe it's like a partner that we've had. Maybe it's a family member, a child, somebody that we have seen struggling. And every part of our being just wants to help, right? I think it's part of the human journey. How many of you have wanted to fix somebody before? Let me ask again. How many of you have wanted to fix somebody before? Yeah. And some of us did it a little bit on the down low, like they didn't even know we were trying to fix them. And with some of them, we were just like flat out like, no, this is wrong. You shouldn't be this way. And I'm going to tell you all the ways in which I know better. Yes? Yeah, well, welcome to being human. It's part of the human journey. And I believe that some of it comes from a good place, a place of compassion. How can I be of service here? Some of it comes from the desire to care, from the desire to express love. And sometimes the very way that we help is the very thing that I believe can get in the way of a greater healing. And so it's an opportunity for us to be mindful of how we are showing up and what our intention is in our showing up. Because there is a difference between loving someone and trying to live somebody's life for them. There is a difference in supporting and being of service to somebody and walking the path with somebody and walking that path for someone. And there's an opportunity here for us to recognize that we work on ourselves, we show up as ourselves, and through that, we get to lift each other up and we get to lean on each other. I love that song. It doesn't say anything other than, you know what? I've had that experience too. And sometimes just being able to and willing to say, yeah, I felt sadness before also. Or yeah, I'm a little depressed with you. Isn't that sometimes the most healing thing that we can hear from someone? That they're just willing to be present, willing to be with us, and willing to maybe even be uncomfortable with our uncomfortability and not have to fix it or make it right. There is a sacred invitation in Psalms 46, verse 10, which is the scripture where it says, "Be still and know that I am God." To me, it's an invitation in challenges, whether there are challenges or the challenges that other people are moving through, to just be still, to release control, and to trust that something greater is at hand, that the very hand of God is moving through not only my life, but the life of those around me, and that I can trust that, and I can, in that trust, ask myself, how do I get to show up to be a support to that, rather than doing it all for them, right? And doing it all for God. And, this story or this understanding is something that I'm still sort of working through. I think it's a lifetime journey. At least that's what I tell myself to make myself feel better about it. But, my family grew up with therapists. So I'm very comfortable with going to therapy with my son, going to therapy with my husband, going to therapy with my mom. If you want to go to therapy with me, I will gladly go with you. No, but we're very comfortable because when I was growing up, my mom, when I was in 6th grade, so I think I was 11 or 12, she had a miscarriage. And it really affected her. It affected all of us, but it really affected her, and she went through a very deep depression where she wouldn't get up from bed for months. And so I must have been 11 or 12 years old at that time, and I became, the one that was cooking for the family, the one that was cleaning up, the one that was taking care of my younger sister, and I became the fixer. Right? So that my mom could move through the things that she needed to move through. And it's something that has continued to stay with me. And that role that I took on at that time is a role that I'm still healing from, because it has made me react or respond to certain things in our family dynamics, sometimes from a place of unhealthiness, from a place of wanting to control and thinking that I'm the one that knows best. I'm going to let you in on a secret. Apparently, I'm not. Apparently, I'm not the one that knows best all the time, right? And so it's something that I've been working through, and I really got it clear about how it was still showing up just a few months ago. My mom called me up. She had gone to the doctor. She had gone told that she needed to do further tests, that they had found a couple of things with the tests that she had taken that were a little worrisome. And so my mom called me up, and immediately I went to, this is what you have to do. These are the people that you have to call. This is what I've been telling you to take care of for the last couple of years. This is the way that you should have done it, and we're at this place because you did not listen to me. How do you think that made my mom feel? I realized that I was getting angry in a call where somebody was just wanting me to be present for her. And not only was I getting angry, then she started getting angry with me for getting angry. And I'm so grateful that in that moment, I was able to hear it. I actually heard it through a crack in her voice on the other side of the phone. And it made me stop. And it told me, this is not the path that I want to take. And I really believe that I had the experience of that psalm, right? Be still and know that I am God. And so all of a sudden, I just started listening to how she was feeling. Started listening to where she was at with the process. Asked her questions that made her, I believe, feel like I was just fully present for whatever she wanted to go through in that moment with me. And my to-dos of like going to the doctor, going to do this, became a to-do of be compassionate, be empathetic, listen, be present. And things continue to unfold for my mom, although I want to tell you that a couple of weeks ago, she got some really positive news, and everything is clear, and she is very healthy and doing well. And more importantly than even that, and I say more importantly than that, is that through this experience, I believe my mom and I had a healing. And I learned a few things from that experience. One, that I'm still learning and can do better at just being present. Also, that I'm not there for some people in the way that I need to be. You know, my love language is acts of service. So I feel like if I do things for everybody, like that's going to be the case. And no, a lot of people around me, their love language is just time and companionship. And so it made me really recognize the opportunity to be more present to the people I love, and especially in moments where there is a challenge or need, that I don't have to fix things, I don't have to control them, I can be comfortable even in their uncomfortability, and I can be comfortable with just holding space when somebody is just sharing that they're scared, that I don't have to make that fear any better other than by acknowledging it. And I think that that's a really powerful thing that I continue to go deeper into. My love was real for my mom through the whole thing. My approach is what needed a little bit more help. And so what I was doing, I believe I'll just name it, I was trying to rescue her. And it was something that I, sort of learned as I was in that, age at like 6th grade when I was like needing to rescue my family from this depression that my mom was feeling and that really all of us were experiencing in our own ways. And I just continue to look at the ways in which I am a rescuer. How many of you have noticed that there are parts of you that just want to rescue, that just want to fix, that when you see things out of control or you perceive things out of control, you're the one that's supposed to control them, right? And so this is an opportunity to look at like how we are in the energy of rescuing somebody, because maybe we step too quickly into a situation. Maybe we are so quick to try to remove somebody's discomfort without even recognizing what that full discomfort is, or trying to control the outcome and trying to control how people behave within the outcome. And here's the truth. Even when we remove somebody's uncomfortability too quickly, sometimes we stunt that very energy and that very growth that somebody has to go through. When we step in a moment too soon, not because we are guided, but because we are in fear, we may be actually making it more challenging for the good to show up. And so the opportunity to be mindful about the intentions of how we show up is really important. And Mel Robbins, in the book that many of you are reading for spirit groups, later in the book, she talks about this, about not rescuing, but being a support to those around you. And she says this: the most loving thing you can do is stop rescuing people from the pain that could finally motivate them to make a shift. Now, that's not easy to hear. And let me tell you, it is not easy to live, because it asks us to trust something deeper than our own instinct. It's instinctive to want to care for somebody, to want to do for somebody. And so it's asking us to be mindful about our human instincts and go deeper into the wisdom of God that is within us. Because when we rescue, we can really, really interrupt the national process of the healing and the wholeness that is taking place. When we step in where life is trying to grow others, grow us, we can stunt that growth. And even though it may feel like compassion, it can actually delay the transformation. And so this is where our faith invites us to go deeper. Beloved Unity minister, she was the editor for Daily Word and one of my favorite Unity ministers and writers, Martha Smock, said this: every time you think of others in a spirit of faith, you are praying for them. She's not talking about fixing them. She's not talking about changing them. She is simply asking us to hold them in faith. We cannot walk far with other people's light. We have to lean on our own light. Now, our light can make it a little bit more lighter to see your own light, right? Like if I show up in my light, maybe it's a little easier for other people to see the light that is within them. But we can't go far on somebody else's light. We have to embody our own light more and more. And that is the opportunity when all of us go through challenges and difficulties to be able to do that and to be willing to be uncomfortable as individuals are stepping into their own light. How many of us became spiritually awake or had moments of awakening through a difficulty and a challenge? Yeah. And so I know that it is so instinctive to try to keep somebody from having to experience some of the pain and some of the anguish and some of the sadness that we've experienced. And it's part of the human experience to be able to then lean on the Christ essence that is within us. And what a beautiful thing. We can't do other people's inner work, but we can definitely hold them in the light of knowing that they can do it. Every time you think of others in a spirit of faith, you are praying for them. So when you see them as whole, when you trust the process, when you are doing your own sacred work, you make it easier for those around you to do the same thing. As Mel Robbins actually also says, you can't want somebody's healing more than they do. You can't want somebody else's healings more than they do. And that doesn't mean that we can't be supportive. It means that every single person carries within them the presence, the wisdom, and the power of God. Amen? Seriously, every single person carries the presence, the wisdom, and the power of God. Amen? Amen? And sometimes don't we act like that's not true for other people? Sometimes don't we say, oh, no, the presence, the wisdom, and the power of God is within me, and I know better for you because the presence apparently is not in you. Or because you haven't fully lived into the wisdom. And let me show you and impart that wisdom. I believe wholeheartedly in sharing our experiences. I believe wholeheartedly in lifting each other up. I believe wholeheartedly in walking this path together. And we don't walk it for other people. We may sometimes have to carry them along the path, but they're still walking their own path. The greatest gift, Martha Smog says, the greatest gift that we can give to another is the gift of our faith in God's Spirit in them. So let's be clear because it matters. There is a difference between rescuing and being supportive. Rescuing says, I take responsibility for your life. Supporting says, you know what? I trust you in your life and I will hold your hand and walk your life with you. Rescuing disempowers, while supportive and being supportive really invites people to embody their truth more fully. And I love that there's this balance that we have to sort of live with. It's not easy, it's not like I always know how to show up for my mom when there is a challenge. It's not like I know how to always show up when my son is asking for help or having a hard time with another student at school or not doing his homework on time, whatever that may be. There is a balance though, and Scripture invites us to recognize that balance, that powerful balance. In Galatians chapter 6, verse 2, it says, bear one another's burdens, and in this way fulfill the law of Christ. So we are called to walk with one another, to care for each other, to support each other, to love each other deeply. And then just a few verses later, it says, for all must carry their own loads. There it is. We walk with each other. We may sometimes need to carry each other on the journey, and we don't take the other person's journey as our own. It is that sacred balance that Mel Robbins also shares with us. She says, supporting someone through struggles requires the strength to let them face their own battles while remaining steadfastly by their side. But we got to fortify ourselves so that we know when we are coming from that sense of ego and control and fear, and when we are being guided to just be present or be a part of the guidance that they receive. Walking beside somebody means that I'm going to be present for you without trying to manage you. Everybody go. I don't know what that is, but that's how my body reacts when I say that. I'm going to be here listening to you without trying to solve you. I'm going to be loving on you without trying to control the outcome of you. Now take a breath into that. It means that I can sit with somebody's discomfort without rushing to remove that discomfort. In order to do that, we have to be okay with our discomforts also. It means that I can witness your process without making it my need to be okay. It means that I can trust that something is sacred and it is unfolding in your life without me even understanding it. And that is where the power of faith comes in. Because the power of faith is what allows us to hold that truth, to be present to whatever is going on for somebody else and trust that God is there. Trust that the very wisdom that that individual needs, that very love that that very individual seeks is already within them. And that together we can walk towards understanding that more fully and awakening to that more fully. And this is where spiritual maturity comes in, because sometimes our support does require us to show up and have a conversation. Hey, I'm noticing this. Or hey, how do you feel? What's going on with you right now? Maybe it's to set a boundary, right? Maybe guidance is giving us a boundary. Maybe we're supposed to offer a resource. Maybe we ourselves are the resource. Maybe it's for us to speak some truth about our own experience, our own sharing. I've experienced that also. This is how I was able to move through that, or this is how I'm still working to move through that. Because when that happens, when that kind of clarity and wisdom is what guides us, that's how we respond rather than react to other people's challenges. We're not acting from fear. We're not acting from control. We're not acting from a need to fix. We are acting from guidance. And so there is this deeper knowing and a deeper alignment that takes place. And maybe the question isn't like, should I do this or should I not do this? Maybe the question is, am I doing this out of the sense of fear and the ego and control? Or am I being guided by the very essence of that divine love and wisdom that God is, to be a part of this journey, to walk this path with that individual? In this, I believe we recognize the power of love. And I'm going to invite you to say a line with me. I'm going to say it, and I want you to say it back. Love doesn't stand in. Love stands with. Feel it. Love doesn't stand in. Love stands with. That's it. That is it. And we are here to be loving expressions of the divine. Faith isn't passive. Faith is deeply active. We get to hold each other's hands. We get to look in each other's eyes. We get to check in with each other. We get to say, I am here. We get to hug each other. We get to walk each other home. So let's take a moment. Think of a person right now that may be going through a challenge, a difficulty, and just bring them to your awareness. Now, instead of seeing their struggle, see their wholeness. See them in their power. See them in their light. That right there, that is faith. Activated in you and activated for them. Charles Fillmore, our co-founder, teaches that healing happens when consciousness is lifted up, not when circumstances are forced. The thing that we can each do, the strongest, most powerful thing that we can do, is to hold people in the truth of their light, is to lift the consciousness and to see beyond the appearances to the truth of our being and the truth of their being. And so when somebody is held in faith, we can trust the divine that is flowing through them. And so, trust the journey, trust the process, trust the divine presence in all those around you, and let us ground ourselves in the knowing we're not here to fix things. We are here to walk each other home. We are not here because we know better. We are here because we can love. We can be connected. We can be one, and we can walk towards a world that works for all. We are here to be the expression of God's love and to be part of the ways in which something beautiful is birthed, not only in our lives, but in the life of other people, without a fear, without the temptation of control, and totally grounded in knowing God is within all of us, and God will guide us to be the best we can be in loving support of everyone around us. And so with that, just remember, love doesn't stand in, it stands with. And that love is God in action. Namaste.
Let's give a great round of applause to Reverend Juan and to this whole service, everyone who participated and provided something beautiful. Oh, that was awesome. And again, Reverend Juan, I thank you for your beautiful and vulnerable story and sharing. I'm so happy to hear that your mother is doing well, first and foremost. So let's give healing for Reverend Juan's mother. A round of applause. And a couple things that I was thinking of, I typically relate so much of spirituality to my biggest spiritual teacher, which is nature. And I was thinking about the butterfly metamorphosis process, which I'm sure many of you know of and know about. But did you also know that when the butterfly is in its cocoon and it is struggling to break free of its cocoon so that it can become the butterfly that we know it to be, the struggle to get out of the cocoon is of utmost importance. Without that struggle, the butterfly's wings would not be strong enough to fly. And if the butterfly's wings, and the butterfly cannot fly after it breaks out of the cocoon, it does not survive. So the struggle really does help us get stronger and also help us grow and thrive into who we are meant to become. So I wanted to share that. That was one little tidbit I wanted to share. And then also just another tidbit that I wanted to share as well. You know, I share a lot on social media and my Instagram, and like many people, my Instagram looks full of happy, beautiful things. Like that's what I want to share with the world. But those who know me, and there are a few of you in this room who know this little secret about myself, I have this interesting practice of when I'm like in deep despair and sometimes I'm having my moments of like being tearful or crying, I will like snap a selfie of myself for some reason when I'm in that moment, because for me it is a moment and it's an opportunity where I'm usually on the verge of a breakthrough and moving through that hurt and that pain to something else. And so I like to use those moments. I don't really share them on social media, but I do share them with close people in my lives, and I do remind myself of those sad moments that often, more often than not, lead to a beautiful breakthrough. So I just want to also kind of like put that tidbit in there that we all have moments that we can like kind of capture for ourselves that are those down moments that are leading us to something greater, just like that butterfly. So with that, we're going to take a moment to ground in our gratitude for this amazing service and everything that everyone has provided, from Carmen to the musicians and more, and fill ourselves up to be able to give. So just as a quick question, can you feel all of this energy that we've created together in this space? Give yourselves a round of applause if you can feel this energy. This is the energy that we want to continue to give into, pour into, keep the energy moving. And as we get ready for our offering, I want you to do so with that gratitude in your heart. It's really important, right? And just know that there are a few different ways that you can provide your offering today. One, if you need an envelope and you're in the room, you can raise your hand, please. And we have our beautiful ushers who will make sure you get an envelope. See some folks in the back. Of course, you can always text your offering and also use our app, the Unity app. We're going to give you a few moments of sacred sounds to go into your heart, prepare your offering, what you want to give, before we bless our offerings together. That's the best part of service, in my opinion. I just love that so much. Wow, you all are such great musicians. Thank you for creating your art every Sunday. We're so blessed. And now let us bless these offerings together as we say, divine love that I am blesses all that I give and all that I receive. And I want to place a special emphasis on the receiving part. Sometimes we don't feel that we're in a space to give, and if that is you today, then just open your arms and be willing to receive, because we have more than enough to go around, okay? Yes? All righty. And now we're going to bless our youth, our kids, and the teens in our kids zone, and of course around the world. And just a special note, we now say our youth and we refer to them as our kids and teens because they are growing up. They're not just all children still. So we want to honor and just love up on their growth, right? So we're going to start by saying, instead of saying children to lead us into our youth blessing, we're going to say beloved youth, okay? So bring your hands together, create some energy, take a deep breath, and extend it forward to the youth in our kids zone and the youth within you as we say together, beloved youth, we love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you, and we see you doing great things. Yes, we do. And speaking of youth, we do have one more month of school until summer is here. And some of you may be like, yes, summer. For the parents in the room, we're all, check on us, okay? We're all silently like screaming for help and support. So, summer's here, yay, and all right. Now we're going to invite the prayer chaplains to come forward. Where are our beautiful prayer chaplains? These folks will hold you in prayer. They will celebrate you. They will lift you up. If you need to connect with them, please do so after practice. If you're watching online, you can do so by clicking the link or finding the QR code on the screen. And with that, we're going to bring up Reverend Juan to close out our practice and take us into the week.
Shantae, I thought it was perfect that after you mentioned the summer, you called up the prayer chaplains. So, prayer chaplains, if you can especially hold Shantae and I in prayer during the next few months. We have young boys at home who have a whole lot of energy. So, anyways, so everybody hold us in prayer. Okay, so just join us next Sunday for a special Mother's Day service with the wonderful Maria Felipe. She's a great speaker and energy healer, and she's her talk and her workshop I know are going to be phenomenal. Also, please sign up to join us for the NAMI Walk. And I wanted to mention that through your support and through your financial giving to Unity on the Bay, not only are we having a group walk on the 16th, but we became sponsors and we're able to donate $2,500 to that organization to support all of the resources that they provide in South Florida. Yes. And with that, I'm going to invite you to stand so that we can speak our prayer for protection. And I know we have some new folks, so what I'm going to do, since we don't have the projector, is I'll speak it and then invite you to speak that line after me. So, together, me first. The light of God surrounds us. We are light. The light of God surrounds us. We are light. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The love of God enfolds us. We are love. The power of God protects us. We are power. The power of God protects us. We are power. The presence of God watches over us. We are presence. Wherever we are, God is. And this one's going to be extra powerful. We are divine. We are divine.
Let us
It's a wrap.